Alrighty, welcome back. I'm your man Bad Chad, and Queen Jolene's in the house. She's going to get in the race car. We wanted to pull her over on the hoist so we can do a few things to it.
You should be able to just flip the switch and hit the button with a line.
No throttle?
No throttle, you just hit the button. It's way better than I do.
She's making a liar of you, Nate.
And the switch is up and everything? Yep. Okay, just try it again.
Going. Do you want her to straighten it out, Nate, a little bit? Nathan?
I'll push it around.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was kind of thinking, yeah, started up there 5 times this morning.
Oh, really?
Had a smile on your face.
Brought back some memories.
Huh?
Brought back some memories.
Is that right? We found a couple surprises. Nathan's been laughing the whole time he's been working on this thing. The first one was we're going to weld the rear end up to make it a posi-track because we want to get that 3 miles an hour faster. We don't want to spin the wheel off the line. When he took the cover off, there was nothing in the rear end. Nothing. There was no oil. The only thing that was in there was dirt.
Dust, yeah.
Dust. So basically he said this is going to be the dirty part, but there wasn't nothing in it, so it's pretty clean. We're going to weld this up. He's going to show us how to make it a posi-track. The transmission. When we got home, like I just parked it, and that was it. Like I didn't really do much to it. When we emptied the transmission out, this is the transmission oil here, and it's not. I don't know. I want to stick my finger in it or not. Like it's not. It looks like a night of drinking, and then using the washroom after. Yeah, that's basically what it looks like. But anyways, you can see it there dripping out of the transmission. So that's probably another thing that's good that's being checked. Going over the brakes there, tighten them up a little bit. If you've never seen the brake system on this car, it's pretty primitive, but it is what they had back in the day. It's all mechanical, and it's run by cables and pulleys up to the front wheels. The transmission is going to have to be flushed out a little bit and put some new oil in that. The engine oil yesterday, when we undid that, it had a tinge like it had water in it, or not to say it had a tinge, it did have water in it. And I remember when we came home, I had to reflect a little bit, when we came home from the last time, there was 3 spark plugs that were loose. We kept taking spark plugs out down there, and I remember like we were taking them in, taking them out, see if it had fire, if it didn't have fire, and they were loose. So every time when you look at the 6-cylinder, it has a gully around the spark plug, so every time it rained, it would fill that gully up, and must have had water going down inside the cylinders, which went down inside the oil. So now we've cured that. Now we're going to do the rear end, are we not? Nathan's got everything, a new grease fit in there. It's all greased up, so makes everything feel a little better. The wheel bearings are tightened up, them are going better. He's got some grease fitting in the, what do you call that, the pitman arm. Just kind of gearing it up a little bit better. So now we're going to go to the rear end. It was, Nathan had a good laugh when he did that.
Laugh a little bit at that.
Yeah, at the transmission, it was quite something else.
Yeah, all them bearings are turning, bushings are turning now on them cables too.
Okay.
The brakes should work a lot smoother.
I didn't grease anything or oil anything before we took off. It barely was running before we took off, so that's where we're at.
Things are moving now.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to gear up the welder, and Nathan's going to make this thing a posi-track. I've never done it before, but I'm sure after I see this one, I'll be able to do it.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm hoping the one I do is as clean as that one. I did that for you, Nathan.
Yeah, we're not going to have the burny smell today.
Yeah, because there was nothing in it.
There's nothing in it, so it's good and dry.
She's my lady.
We'll get some 80-90 on the way here after.
Just pull this welder out.
As you get the welder.
I haven't got any welders made for four-wheel driving yet, but I got a cord right here to plug this in. If
okay.
Yeah, see.
You might need this one for the grinder after.
Yeah. Ouch. Do you have them tweezers on you, sweetheart?
Where's the flash grips at?
A piece of metal on my finger. We'll get that after. I'm not sure if there's gas in this one or not. I'm hoping there's gas at the welder. Man, I let it go in here earlier and I can still smell it.
It'll grind through the carrier so it doesn't grind through the bearings.
Oh, I have to thank everybody for the birthday wishes. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. To me, it's not that great big of a day, but it is what it is. Nathan even brought me in a little Mercury horn button for my birthday.
Yeah.
Huh?
48 Mark truck.
There you go. I don't know if this got gas in or not, Nathan. I think it does, but watch your head now. You have it soft just like mine.
Yeah.
So, where do you weld this thing?
Where the spider gears are, the four corners.
Okay, so
We'll do the four corners here, and then we'll spin it and do the four corners on the other side. We'll weld two, and then we'll cool it a little bit, and we'll weld two and cool.
you want air, do you? You want the air
No, I got
hose?
the air right here.
Have you got an air? Okay, you got an air chuck on it?
And then we'll grind to the carrier, so we're not grinding through the bearings.
Just plug that right in the air so you can put it right on if you want. Do I need to get anything or do anything? Just kind of stand back.
Stand back there, whatever you want to do.
Also, I'm going to make, while Nathan's welding that up, we're going to see where he welds it up the first couple times because he's going to have to let it cool. Nathan suggested that we have, or I put a hoop around this part in case the drive shaft ever happened to come out. It would have a hoop to stay in instead of hitting the ground and banging and crashing and going on. So I'm going to make a little hoop there. Well, I'm going to see where he's welding that first, the first side, because there's two sides you have to weld that, is there not?
Yeah, two sides, yeah.
You're going to weld that and then turn it and weld on the other side. So I'm going to make a hoop we can weld in here. So if the drive shaft ever did come out, it'll stay in the hoop and not hit the ground. That'll be for Jolene. There's a piece up front that he was concerned about here. We're going to put a little cage over top of that too in case that ever flew out. And the old transmission is quite something else.
Flush job.
Wow. And we also, after a bit, you know, the 38 Chevy over there, we've been running that, you know, going to supper, going to have dinner, or whatever. And I noticed a little bit of a howling thing going on. So I'm probably going to get Nathan to check that one too. I'm hoping the rear end doesn't look like this one.
Or the transmission.
that would be a little harder to get than it would be to replace this. This is a Jeep Cherokee rear end. I enjoy them because of good rear end gears. And you're thinking that's got what, three?
Actually, I did double check it. I think it's either it's 11, 38 divided by 11.
That's past my grade. On the,
3 gears.
and I don't know if that is wound up the where you want it to be, but
We'll try
it won't hurt to mess it up first.
Try her.
I just want to see where he's welding it. I think I know, but
Oh yeah, you know. We'll just get her sitting up here.
you're just going to weld it where the gears go together good? Is that what you're going to do?
Yeah, we'll get a little gap so there's a gap
Oh, yeah.
in there.
Yeah.
Gap there. Somebody will fill the gap. All
Okay.
4 corners, and then we'll roll over to the other side.
Okay. I'm going to watch the first one. And you're going to,
You'll see
you say you're going to want air to cool the bearings down after
yeah, I
you
don't
weld
want the
it?
bearings get hot. So
Okay.
We'll do a little bit, then we'll cool it down, then
Shouldn't hit them bearings. They run without oil.
no oil in them. That's why we grounded the carrier, so we're not putting ground through the housing through the bearing, so that the air can burn the bearing inside
Yeah,
for ground. So we'll see what the welder here is set at. And
We're going 3 miles an hour faster, baby. She's not going to spin off the line now. Hope not.
do a little bit more, but there's one in the corner
Okay.
there.
Yeah.
We'll do all the rest of them.
Oh, cool. That looks good. I'm going to get a piece of square stock or flat stock and
Well, she's not a high horsepower car. She's not gonna be as hard on it if it was a high horsepower car.
what's this out here? We ain't got many horsepowers.
Not as many as some of you.
How you doing? We haven't got anything whatsoever.
Check and see if you're a gambling man. I just want to show you what we do inside.
A gambling man.
Okay, for the hat on your head. You can lift it up and take it. I've had it for 20 years in storage.
A lot of people do them in demolition derby
just took
cars.
the
So when you
storage
get a flat
out. I'm
tire,
like,
they still got a
who could use this?
Still got another
I
tire
was
that's
dropping my
gonna have
daughter off at university here in
crack in
Katie.
the
I'm like,
go.
you'll find something. Open it up, open it up.
Nice to meet you. Where you from?
Younger guys.
New Brunswick. Open it up. Jesus.
Used it once. It
Give
was-
the hat off my head.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah, why not?
You'll be able to use it.
Oh, right on. Cool.
Come on, man.
Yeah, cool.
I didn't want to bother you. Sorry.
No worries. Wicked.
Good stuff, buddy. It's a good trade for me.
Yeah, good trade for me too. Have a good one. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Have a great day. It's my birthday. I got new torches. Trade the hat off my head.
Torches.
Yep. Trade the hat off my head. Got my hat on my head. Trade it off the torches. Now, if you had more horsepower, would you be welding more? Like,
If you didn't care about the carrier and didn't want to take it back apart again, you could heat the cast up and
oh, you could weld that all here, all to
weld
this.
the whole. I've seen them welded all the way around there.
Okay.
Weld them all the way around. But
Okay.
if you ever wanted to take this out and change the gears in it, we'll just do the spider gears and then you can
Right on.
kind of get back apart.
So after this, you'll roll that around, and do the other
Roll it around
side.
the other side, do the other side too.
Right on. I'm just going to use this flat stock here to measure. Just looking for something round to bend this over. Too big. Too big.
it's not even very hot yet. A little bit more up in there. Oh, that side good.
I want it to look half decent, if you know what I'm trying to say. Bend that over to there. I'm gonna marker on me. Get that bent that close or not. I'd rather just probably use this side.
First one I've ever done that's not burning and melting and everything flying out at you and breathing it in. Gas, Chad, I think.
Are you out of gas?
It's gas, yep. Making a mess, but you'll grab a slag on that one.
That's fine. I ain't going nowhere. Do I need more weld on that?
Yep.
Yep, he says. Yep.
You have another tank? You want to take this tank off?
Yep. I think so. Just take it off. Yep, he says.
Falling down by the doors?
No, I got one right on back of the other tank on the other welder. I got to take it off though. I got the wrench right here. I'll get it, Nate.
Yep, I'm just closing her up here.
Okay, buddy. Actually, if you'll unscrew that one, I'll get this one off. It's pretty well off. Go through quite a bit of welding tanks here. I think I've explained the reason why I don't use the big tank. I wasn't liking the contract idea. The reason I didn't like the contract idea is because I guess it doesn't matter.
It's another payment.
Yeah. You can see I've got the door welded, or the opening for the engine welded up. I have the toolbox opening for the toolboxes welded up and ground. I have the fin welded up and ground. Now I'm just starting to grind and weld the wheel openings. All the wheels, like the wheel arches, have to be welded. I welded them solid together. You can see by the inside of the wheel there, all welded all the way along. There has to be ground. Got this one done. I'm just starting to weld the door up now. I've got that pretty well welded. Went back and hit a few spots and fixed it. making Nathan Waito here as I explain that stuff. That's a no-no. But I've got the opening for the door getting welded up. I've got some little bit on the roof to weld up. Lots of welding. Lots and lots and lots and lots. I'm not sure how many tanks of gas and how many rolls of wire, but it's probably up there.
Lots, eh?
I wouldn't be scared to say that we probably use more sheets of metal and more welding gas than probably, I wouldn't be scared to say, probably in all the body shops in Nova Scotia. All the body shops in Nova Scotia. I don't know if they do as much welding and metal work that I do. I'm not sure. But this has been quite a project. This one here has. The metal work and the welding is just phenomenal amounts. I'm going to actually cut that off and get that ready to rock and roll. At break time, we get to have a little bit of a, she got me candles and got me a little treaty, hello Dolly, little farmer's market. Put some candles in, she did. We had a little gathering of the birthday wishes, which was good. Fantastic. Where's my glove? I'm not, well, not sure. I'm gonna take this.
Let's see if I can get that.
Better shape out of it. I could. So there's a hoop there. Gonna leave it there for now. Hoping that we can put that around the dry shaft. Might work. Round, put that on and beat it. Beat it.
I got a big hammers right here too, Chief.
Put a dolly. I just want to smarten this up a little bit. That's all. I'll get a dolly.
Just hang on. All the way in.
Hold. I guess it doesn't much matter, but somewhat good enough. We gotta fit around that. Oh, we're gonna fit around the drive shaft. There's no tension in the end of this thing. Trying to make it as light as possible.
Kind of disappointed that it's not on fire or burning or spitting or melting on you.
You're disappointed, are you?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna grab.
There now, both wheels.
Look at that, baby.
She ain't going nowhere now.
Huh?
She ain't going nowhere now. Yeah, so just them 4 corners.
I'm just gonna get the grinder.
4 corners here on both sides. Then the spotter gears go up there and
Just like that.
around.
Cool.
Disappointed that,
Disappointed she didn't.
melting and crashing on you.
It was too bad.
Ripping and
It was too bad the camera wasn't on when you took the cover off. He said, "Geez, man, there's no oil in that."
Nothing.
Stop.
Different ways you can, like I say, you can heat it.
Watch your eyeballs for a second. I just clean up the space. You're not going to get much on that because I can't get that.
It's only a 100 horse car, so it ain't gonna hurt itself too bad.
I don't know if she'd have 100 horse. I don't
I
know.
suppose it is.
90 some. I know I got that built so good now I can't get the part to get on there.
Up and get in there.
Good. I get you to weld on this side first, if we please, and then I'll.
Let's lock the vice grips on it there and then we can grab it.
Okay. That should be fine there, shouldn't it?
Where are you?
Yeah, that's good.
Good job.
Just look straight.
All on the ground anyways.
I guess right in there is like where I got cleaned up. Like, I don't know if you're going to get it that good, but it'd be good enough. Stop in the wind, that's all. Or gas, right? Oh, she's burning good now. Yeehaw. If you want to.
You want to push over? You want to move the vice grips over? Or?
I don't know if you want to weld that first and then connect it, or.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what we'll do. That should be on the other side, or what side?
Something right here. Little rock there goes through, but
I'm gonna hit with the hammer. Oh, right there, he says.
Ready?
Yeah, a little big gap going on. You can get her. You let off for a second. Okay.
I'll get you.
I don't know if you want the inside of that or.
We're here, might as well give her a shot on here.
Okay. And that'll be just something that if the dry shaft comes out of it, it's just gonna go around that hoop. It's not going in.
The transmission spill.
Yeah. Just gonna knock a little bit of that weld off.
Take this right your way.
Turn back. Can't get up in there, but that's fine. Didn't get you too bad, did I? Okay, that'll do that. That's good enough for that, is it not?
I'd say.
Yeah, it ain't going nowhere. All right, cool. Now it's posi-track. What else is major to do to this thing?
Major?
Not anything major. I guess need a. You order any
Not yet. We haven't
gasket?
got
I might have some gasket maker.
80-90. And the throttle, we're gonna change that throttle cable.
Okay.
Where you get
So there's a bunch of, I got a bunch of points on the throttle cable where I have not got it swiveling, and it's not working that good, is it?
binds the cable, because when you open it, you're not getting full throttle good because your cable's pinching over.
Right.
'Cause it's not pivoting on the carburetor.
All right, there you go. So there we just made it a positive traction. We put a hoop around the drive shaft, and we're gonna put a little something on the front.
Yeah, there's something on top, a shield on top of
Yeah.
it, in the tunnel there. Just to,
The wheel bearings have been tightened and greased. The king bins have been greased. The brakes have been adjusted.
We're gonna adjust that cables a little bit on the brakes.
The pitman arm's been greased. We might put an exhaust on it somewhat, or
Small muffler.
maybe a small muffler on it. I was thinking maybe a little bit of back pressure would make it work a little bit better. We're going to move the start button, are we not? We might move the start button.
Yeah, it's too far ahead.
It's too far ahead for her to push, and do you get a hold of that?
Make it easier for her to run. Little things. Little things make it
And I'm
easier.
not sure. Once we get it rocking and rolling, we might go for a little run and get it on the road and see if it will spin taking off and see what happens. If it spins taking off, I might change it and put a bigger tire on the back of it. See what happens there. Alrighty.
So there's got that done, and we're gonna.
Nathan, when you pulled the truck out, you got it out just as far as here. You got it in the third gear, didn't you?
Yeah, I had it in third gear in the shop printer.
Right on. That's what I'm thinking. That's how that truck has to be shifted. You really have to just kind of just go along and go slow and get it in that high gear, and then you're off and ready to rock and roll. Or make a fool of yourself all the way down. I'm not sure.
You'll get used to it once you run her
Yeah.
100 clicks or so.
There you go. Yeah, we'll be there by then. Alrighty. Nathan knew what he's doing. I've got some more welding to do in here, so he's just working on that rock and rolling. I have to go along here and weld this up again on this side. I still got this side to weld up. I've got the bottom of the door to weld up. I've got to flapper wheel it all off. I'm not using a flapper wheel, I'm using that 36 grit pad. I got some welding on the finish on top of the roof. Jolene did most of it, but there's still some welding to do up there. Some more welding to do up there. I still have the engine cover to do some welding to, so the fabrication has really slowed down, and the reason being is there's so much welding to do. The fin has been welded all the way up through, all the way on the back side, that is, not on the front side, on this side, but it's welded all the way up through there. The doors for the toolboxes have been dealt with. Have not figured out anything else other than what I'm doing. I'm just trying to get it welded up and go from there. I'm soon going to, once I get the door welded up and get this flapper wheeled off and get it looking good, fitting good, I'm going to put the floor in it, and I'm going to put the piece of metal on it and get it finished up so it looks like what it's supposed to look like. And I'm going to put that piece of metal, get the wood in it, put the piece of metal in front, and from now on we'll have to go in this way if we're going to do anything. It's a nice big door. It's probably easier to get in this way than it is that way. So tomorrow it's going to look a lot different. All right, everybody, thanks a lot for coming back. I really appreciate it. Like, share, comment, and if you think we're going to hit 60, give us a hell yeah. Have a good one, everybody. Come on back. We'll be here tomorrow.